Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. Hope you had a very good weekend. We're going to do some fun stuff on the chart today. We're going to go over some breaking news, which is kind of neat. We're also going to go over the metrics, and then I'm going to give you guys the best trade setup today. If you have extra money on the side, I'll show you guys that trade setup that you can take. So let's dive right in here. Quickly, I'm going to blast through these three indicators, and we're going to go over to the metrics. Price versus the well money flow right now is looking sideways. Money flow in green. Price action in pink. When we see this, we see a lot of consolidation. When we don't see any moves, high up here to the 80 mark or low down here to the 10 or the 9 mark, what we're seeing is a lot of consolidation. For me to get confident that this is going to head back up, we need to see the money flow in green starting to move up higher. We need to see a low, a high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, a higher high formation. That's what we need to start seeing. If we can see a higher high formation on the green line, the well money flow, while the price is heading down, this is a very good sign that money is flowing into the market and a lot of money is being bought during this dip, okay? There's a lot of money going in for long trades. I'm going to show you guys something on the chart today that proves that the long trades overall on the market are actually increasing, and it's a very good sign for people who are in Ethereum. Let's keep going here. All right, trend exhaustion. So when this historically gets down here to the bottom red section, this is where we see pumps in the market. We saw it over here when we got to the bottom. We saw a pump here. We saw a pump on the market here, and then we saw it over here very strongly and then very strongly as well. If you guys are using this indicator, it can help you get into very good positions for long trades and then look to exit, not financial advice, but I would look to exit when you get somewhere up here to the top red zone. Historically, this is where we see drops in the market, where we see some drops in the market, drops in the market, drops in the market, so on and so forth. So that is where I'm looking at today, and the trend dashboard is all red on red on red on red. It can't get any more red today. So momentum-wise, for retail traders, I'm looking for most people to be, anxious today because this is what they're doing. A lot of retail traders trade off these three massive indicators, RSI, stochastic, MACD, and the MA. So looking for shorting and possibly capitulation stage of selling where people are just giving up and selling their Ethereum because they don't know if it's going to go back up. It's a real thing. It's true that it's happening because it's not pushing up and pushing up. A lot of you guys are conditioned, don't mean that in a bad way, to hold. So if you guys are holding and not putting money in, the people who are scared are going to take over, okay, until the whales actually put money in. So these three indicators, you guys can get them in the description. The price will go up August 1st. So if you guys want those, they're in the description. Great. Let's go over to the metrics today. This is probably the most important part of this video right here. These are going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's currently 5:30, so about 2.5 hours here. So take a look at this. The emotional index over the last 3 days was pushing down into fearful. And if you guys take a look at this chart right here, this was right at the bottom. So what I'm seeing on the chart is that this is holding very true. I was mentioning in the last video, last time we got down to fearful, we saw a pump here. We saw a pump in the price here. If you take a look at this, we saw a nice pump, and then we saw a pump here. So what we're seeing is we did see a little bit of a move up here, and this correlated to about, I think it was like 6-7%, about 8.17% at a high. I'm sorry, let me get to the top wick, about 7.58%. So this is holding true. This is assessing the emotions of the full market. When people are fearful and anxious, the whales are buying. The whales are buying, guys. I promise you guys, whales are buying. I have data. I'll try to come out with a Bitcoin video today or tomorrow, and I'll prove to you guys that whales are buying. It's happening a lot right now. But take a look at this. Long versus short trades. Very interesting what's happening here today. Short trades are drastically dropping out. This is very good news for us who want the Ethereum to go back up. Like myself, 40% of my portfolio is held in Ethereum right now, and then the other is in ADA and then Dogecoin. But I'm looking for If I'm looking for a move up, this is what I want to see. Short trades moving out in the market right now, as well as long trades moving back in. So we see a slight increase of long trades, but a decrease in short trades. Bullish for Ethereum, okay? Just keep that in the back of your mind this week as we go into this. Okay, long versus short trade risk. If you're going to look for any type of trades, and I'm going to show you guys the best trade setup to take today at the end of this video, you guys are probably going to want to look for long trades, okay? I can't say you should do this or you should do that, but historically speaking, when we get down here, we see pumps, we see pumps in the market, we saw a pump in the market. If you guys are just waiting for the signal to come out and give you a good long trade or great long trade, this is where you guys can do very well and lower your risk. That's why it's called risk. So check the risk. You're like, hey, I'm going to go short today. Well, I don't know if that's the greatest idea, okay? It's showing a good long trade, and history proves to us that this has been accurate, okay? Moving down here, well and institutional smart money. What is smart money doing? They have been consistently buying this dip. Sentiment is coming out with this. Glassnode is coming out with this. CryptoQuant is coming out with this. We're all showing the same metrics. The whales are buying the dip. The institutions are buying the dip. It's very clear here. So last time they ended up selling out and shorting this move up here, we saw a drastic drop in the market. And then we go back over here. They bought it, price went up. They shorted, price went down. Right here, they ended up shorting this. It got super overextended here. And then we saw a huge crash, and they made back all of their money as they crashed back down, okay? So just pay a lot of attention to this, because historically this has been very, very accurate. Now, we did see a peak up here, and I am expecting long trade sentiment to start falling out of the market, which when this does, it's actually a good sign that we could start heading back up, because that's when positions shift to shorts. Why? Because the whales will then make money shorting the market. See what happened here? We saw a peak and we started moving back down. Well, they got their positions in here. They ran up the price. They made all of their money in here. And then what did they do? Switch positions to short. And then all the short trades came over and they made all their money back down. It's a simple, just follow it up, follow it down. But how are you going to do that? You need a metric to tell you what's happening in the market. So this is what you guys can access, okay? All right, let's fly through the next few here, and let's get over to the news and the price prediction. Support and resistance prices, we are very close to this 1865 right now. I think we are literally hitting 1865 right now. Yeah, we basically just crossed under 1865. So if we break this, it's been a call I've been making a long time on this channel. 1700 is the next place. Simple break of support. You guys are going to hit the next support visually on the chart. It's where bots are looking. It's where institutions and banks are looking. It's simply just an amazing, amazing support zone. So that is where I'm looking if we start crashing out, okay? Let's follow this down here. If you guys are looking at dollar cost average, you just got this signal come out on the chart. I really believe this is probably the best metric you guys can get. If you're like, Travis, I need you to make trading super simple. Get me into the places where it's the lowest prices in Ethereum that you can call, and I'm just going to hold for the long run, just dollar cost average. Okay, perfect calling the bottom, called the bottom, very close to calling the bottom, definitely called the bottom right here, and then we see this right there. If you guys want to use this, and then you're like, I want to look for exits, you can use this metric here, okay? Called the top before it dropped, called the top before it dropped, called the top before it dropped, called the top, exactly, before it dropped. So I am expecting to see this turn around a little bit here, because most signs are pointing to bullish signs for Ethereum. Okay, I'm going to get straight into the trade setup right now. So overall, I say if we are seeing a market that is fearful and anxious, make sure you check the metrics today in a couple 2.5 hours here. If you guys have membership over here, check the metrics here, because I think a long trade is very good right now, especially because we see money flowing back into the market and shorts decreasing. All right, here's how you do this. Go to the live trade section over here, scroll down, and then just simply click on Ethereum live trading. This will show you guys the best setup that you guys can take. Now, if hedge funds were to come to me like I've coached in the past, this is the exact same chart that I would send to them. So here you guys know, it might be a little hard to read, but on the website, you guys can just scroll in and you can see all these. Okay, this is the live price as of 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like I said, in 2.5 hours, this is going to update. No matter where this is, if it's fallen below this yellow line right here, or if it's exactly above this, what I'm suggesting, not financial advice, this is what I do, is that getting in right now with a buy limit at the 4 yellow lines below. Okay, let me say this again. $1,000. If you have $1,000, let's say the white dotted line is below this yellow line right here, and we're sitting right here today. What I look to do, if I have $1,000, is put 25% at this buy limit, 25% here, 25% here, 25% here, okay? And then the immediate yellow line above this is where you're going to place your sell limit. This explains everything perfectly right here. And then if you want, here's a video tutorial real fast, and it shows you how to trade this. I promise you guys, this is like the best strategy to trade crypto. I know this because Grayscale is using the exact same strategy. I am also seeing a bunch of hedge funds, using this, and a lot of retail traders using this because they're like, wow, I really need a good risk management system. So what you do is you find the white dotted line, the 4 yellow lines below this are your 4 buy limits. Whatever amount that you want to put into the market, let's say it's $1,000, 25% goes at each level, and then the immediate yellow line above the white dotted line, as of this morning at 8 Pacific Standard Time, that is your sell limit. All right, now once you're in your trade, you can do this, which is really nice, is you have multiple metrics over here to help you call an exit. If you push up into the excited or greedy, great time to take an exit before you drop, okay? You can also use this metric over here that will show you what the whales are doing. So if they start coming out and they drastically start shorting this, that's where you guys can short the market as well, or you can exit your long trade. And on top of that, you can use this metric if you want to call the tops before we drop. Everything you need honestly, my personal opinion, to be successful is over here. This is tradeconfident.io. All right, let's quickly go through the news here and we'll wrap up this video. I just want to give you guys a full overview of Ethereum, what we could look for this week. One good article, one kind of bearish article. Ethereum co-founder says he's quitting crypto. Here's why. I'm not going to get emotional about this. I'm just going to read this to you guys so you can make your own decisions. All right, it's got a risk profile that I am not too enthused about. I don't feel necessarily safe in this space. If I was focused on, if it was focused on larger problems, I think it'd be safer. Really interesting what he's saying here. I want to just read this too. I will incorporate crypto when needed, but a lot of times it's not. It's really a small percentage of what the world needs. Okay, so you guys can make your own opinions about that. I'm just reading the breaking news today that's coming out. All right, now here's another one. London hard fork will trigger enormous run up in demand and value of Ethereum. Okay, Joseph Lubin. All right, we're seeing exponential demand for the Ether token to run transactions, to run programs on the network, on top of essentially massively decreasing supply. So we anticipate that there will be an enormous run up in demand and the value of Ether. Okay, this is something I see a lot of people calling out here. The hard, excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to get my words together this morning. The London hard fork will trigger enormous runs up. I really do believe that right now you guys are seeing one of the best buying times for Ethereum you will see all year. Like literally all year, I think this is probably the best time. Metrics are pointing to a move up. Whales are buying this strongly, and we see long trades coming back into the market. I do believe this setup over here right now, if you guys want to take this, will be one of the best trades you take literally all entire year. If you guys just come in here, 4 buy limits in the exchange. These are very well laid out here. They're at specific Fibonacci zones, support and resistance, where bots are, where hold numbers are, where quarter series numbers are. They're not just thrown on the chart. This will also give you guys good risk management so you're not entering all the trades at one spot, okay? So that's a full overview for you guys. If you want to get all these metrics for all these top coins, I just added link and DOT to these metrics up here so you guys now have all that. This membership, guys, is $49 a month. If you'd like to snag that, go over to tradeconfident.io. I think this website will probably be one of the most profitable things you guys have ever invested in to help you trade crypto. God bless you guys so much. Good luck on Ethereum this week. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you over at tradeconfident.io. See you guys. Bye-bye.